What's going on, YouTube? This is SG1 Sports, and you're watching our Big 12 football channel. Week 2 in the Big 12 kicks off with Kansas State hosting Bowling Green. This game will be at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, noon Eastern Time, 11 o'clock Central Time. Kansas State 1-0 coming off a win over an FCS opponent. They are 23.5-point favorites in this game, 91.8% chance to win, according to the FBI. So we're not expecting this game to really be close at all. I don't really know a ton about Bowling Green, but I'm expecting Kansas State to roll in this one. West Virginia going on the road to face Missouri. This should be a really good football game. Missouri coming off a really tough loss. West Virginia, a lot of question marks about how good this team's going to be this year. Missouri's favored pretty big in this game. They're favored by 14 points. That is a pretty high number. I would not have thought they'd be favored by that much. FBI also likes them pretty big, 81.4% chance to win this game. This is a team coming off a loss to Nevada, so I don't know if I necessarily agree with them being that big of a favorite in this one. I think it's going to be a close game, probably a one-possession game. Which way will it go? Of course, that's the big question, but I think it will be a great one to watch. Should be a pretty high-scoring game as well, and one that is a lot of fun to watch. Baylor hosting UTSA. This game is at 4 o'clock Eastern Time, 3 o'clock Central Time. The game's not on TV anywhere. Baylor's favored big in this one, 26-point favorites. FBI has them at 94.7%. So they are expected to win this game fairly easily. UTSA is not horrible. I think it was just a couple of years ago, wasn't it, that they actually beat Baylor. We'll see what happens this go-around, but I'm expecting Baylor to win this one pretty easily. We've got Oklahoma hosting South Dakota. They are favored big. They're favored by 39 points. It'd probably be higher than that, but I guess they're assuming their defense is going to give up a couple of scores in this one because Oklahoma is going to score. They'll probably score in the 60s at least, if I had to guess, unless it's just the fact that they get their starters out kind of early on. But this should be a blowout as well. 99.2% chance to win according to the FBI. Look for this one to be another rout by the Sooners. Coastal Carolina going on the road to face Kansas. Kansas is 1-0. Les Miles 1-0 at Kansas. They're only favored by 8 points, though, in this game. Coastal Carolina, not a great team, obviously, coming from the Group of 5 level, but they're not horrible. I think they will be somewhat competitive in this game. FBI likes Kansas at 64.8%, so they are expecting the Jayhawks to get the win. But it should be a good one. Looking forward to it. Actually, I won't be watching this game. It's on ESPN+, but looking forward to seeing what happens. Let's just say that. Kind of the same thing here with Oklahoma State and McNeese. And yeah, the Big 12 schedule is pretty rough early in the year. We don't have many great games inside or outside of the conference. It's just the way it is. But yeah, Oklahoma State should roll in this one. They're favored by 37.5 points. FBI likes them at 98.8%. So this game should not be close at all. And Oklahoma State gets a chance to build some confidence before heading into conference play. LSU at Texas. This is it is the biggest game of week 2. College Game Day is going to be there. The game is on ABC prime time. LSU is favored by 6 points. FBI also likes LSU. They've got them at an 80% chance to win this game. The FBI thinks LSU is going to win easily. That is very surprising to see that number that high. Texas with some injuries to some running backs, that could be an issue for them. I like LSU in this game. I probably will do a full preview and prediction on this game and give you an exact prediction. But I think LSU is probably going to be able to go on the road and win this game. I think it'll be close. But I think just looking at both sides of the ball, LSU is just too talented. I think the offense is a little bit underrated. Joe Burrow looked really good last week. And LSU has a significant advantage. They are significantly better on defense compared to Texas' defense. At least that's my early impression. Again, we haven't seen these teams really be tested. So I think LSU is the better team. But playing on the road, it's going to be tough. And I think Texas is capable of pulling off an upset. Remember, they did it to Georgia last year in the Sugar Bowl. So it could happen again. And I think it will be a great game to watch. Really looking forward to seeing what happens in this one. Texas Tech hosting UTEP. This is a night game. It'll be at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. Not on TV. Vegas favors Texas Tech by 34 points. The FBI also likes the Red Raiders. They give them a 98.1% chance to win. Again, we haven't really seen Texas Tech get tested yet. some big games coming up in the next few weeks in the Big 12, and I think we will get a much better idea of how good a lot of these teams are once we get through a couple more weeks of play. It's still early.